Today in Titli's Mexican kitchen, I'm going to make a dish from the Yucatan Peninsula. Many of you will know that the Yucatan Peninsula is the site of the Chicxulub crater, the impact point of a huge asteroid which 65 million years ago wiped out the dinosaurs.
Those poor dinosaurs!
So today I'm going to dedicate this recipe to anyone who may have lost a dinosaur in that terrible, terrible catastrophe. Now this is going to be enough for 2 people, so what I've got here is 400 grams of chicken thigh fillets. Drop the chicken into a pan of boiling water and cook for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of simmering, turn off the heat and allow to cool in the liquid. While the chicken's cooling, get yourself 8 garlic cloves and roast them in a heated pan with no oil. So we want these to be lightly browned on all sides and tender in the middle. They're looking pretty good to me, so I'll turn off the heat and leave them to cool. When the garlic's cool, just squeeze the middle out into a mortar and pestle. Squeeze, squeeze. Now add half a teaspoon of coarsely ground black pepper, a quarter of a teaspoon of ground cloves, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a quarter of a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and 1.5 teaspoons of lime juice. Now grind to a paste. Grind, grind, grind. Once you've got a nice coarsely grounded paste, add in 1.5 teaspoons of plain flour and mix. Nice. When the chicken's cooled, remove it from the water and pat it dry. Then once you've done that, you can, if you wish, you don't have to, just cut them in half. Now take a piece of chicken and rub it with a little ball of the spice paste. Rub it all over. You don't need to use all the paste, in fact, you want to keep just a little bit behind. There we are. Now we'll just leave these for half an hour, or if you prefer, you could leave them overnight in the fridge. And I've also got a little bit of the spice paste left over. Meanwhile, heat a tablespoon of oil in a pan, add in 1 large thinly sliced onion, and a couple of mild green chillies that have been deseeded and sliced thinly lengthways. Now cook. We're going to cook these for about 10 minutes. So the onions go a nice brown colour. When the onions have softened and taken on this lovely brown colour, add in 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seed and 3 tablespoons of cider vinegar. Just let that sizzle a moment. Now add in a couple of ladlefuls, 3 or 4, of the water that the chicken was cooked in. Crumble in half a chicken stock cube, add in the remaining spice paste, mix it all together, bring it to the boil. When it comes to the boil, let it simmer for 10 minutes. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Yeah, 10 minutes is up, that's quite nice, it's thickened up quite nicely. So I'll just turn off the heat. Now back to the chicken. You can either dredge this in flour or kind of sift a load of flour on the top. Turn over, sift some more. I find that this doesn't waste quite so much flour. Yep, quite happy with those. Now all we have to do is shallow fry them. And for the snowflakes amongst you, no! I forbid you to bake them.
Whoa! Don't make me angry!
Once they're nicely cooked, you can serve them up. Spoon the hot sauce on the chicken and serve with some beans and or rice. This dish is tangy and slightly sweet, much like your average T-Rex really. So don't forget, open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka, boom.